I'd love to say a very warm welcome back into Compass FM, Matt Lint from North Canterbury Basketball. He is their GM. G'day, Matt. How are you?
Hey, Steph. Thanks for having us in again. It's always great to catch up and chat about what's happening in the community.
Absolutely. And one day you and I will have a game against each other, or maybe do some practice passes or something. I don't know.
I'll make sure I stretch.
Get the ball past it. Yeah. We'll both be like, ow, hammies. So speaking of basketball, of course, Friday night basketball, 3 versus 3, 3x3 is moving to Thursday. Can you tell us why it's always been on Friday for as long as I can remember? Can you explain a little bit about as to why it's moved?
It just got so big, and so it was becoming a logistical challenge for us in the office resource-wise, but also for parents. And we love that people want to give back and do volunteering of coaching and reffing and play as well. And it was just becoming a bit of a Rubik's Cube or matrix to try and stitch all that together. So we're hoping that it'll allow us to grow that 3v3 competition by having more venues available, because we were going out of 6 venues on a Friday night, and they all required, floor controllers and referees and everything around that for that support of it. And same with the 5v5. So we'll just be going from main power at the moment, and then we'll spread out to other venues as the game continues to grow. And also 5v5 will spread out. We'll be doing Kaipoi and Kaipoi High School and main power on the Fridays, with the ability to grow again. Also, it allows us pathways with the referees. They can graduate from the 3v3 on a Thursday to Friday night, and we've just got more of a clearer progression for those people as well.
Yeah, that's a great idea. And I know as a parent for my 2 eldest played basketball, and I remember one time I had to somehow get them to Oxford and to Rangiora at the same time. And that was a bit of this is going back a few years. It was a wee bit of a mish, but thankfully there's lots of fantastic parents that just chip in. The other plus side to you moving it to obviously the Thursday is those refs who are learning to do it, and they play 5v5. It means they're not coming off a 5v5 game and then going into reffing straight away.
Correct.
So I love that. That's fantastic.
And we can see them all in one spot, and we can develop
help
them
and guide and
let them know this is what you need to do to graduate to doing 5v5. So those coaches, officials, and all those volunteers, being able to continually develop them is really, really important. Just to cope with the growth
and your confidence, right?
And we'll be there to wrap an arm around them and keep them going and keep them enthusiastic and enjoy it. So
absolutely. Now, CBA club competition, Christchurch Basketball Association. I'm just looking at the acronym. Is that did I get it right?
Canterbury Basketball Association.
Canterbury. Right. No, lovely. And final stage with representation of North Canterbury. How did we go?
We're going really well. We've got 21 teams up from 4 or 5 teams from last year. Wow. Our girls, under 13 girls, were really excited about this group of young women that are coming through. The under 13 team, A team, have already qualified for the final, and the 2 teams that we have in the development will probably play out the development final between them. And they've had cracking games against each other. One week Black won by a point, and a few weeks later White won by 1 point. So
I could just imagine the nails of the people on the sideline.
There's lots of screaming, and it gets very, very loud. And then we've got a few of our junior boys teams that are in quarterfinal and semi-final stages.
Well done.
So we're really happy, and the depth is increasing year on year, which is what we're after.
And the growth, and are they like little sponges? They love soaking up and doing the development, and how's that going for the teams?
Really good, and working with the coaches, and the coaches are gaining confidence. And one of the big things that we're teaching is you just got to be patient. And so they're getting that snapshot of where their teams were at the beginning of the season, and now they're doing things that they didn't think that they'd do. Just felt they weren't listening. But you'll say it 35, 40 times. Some will get it quick, some don't.
Yeah.
So
and it's just individual, right? And it sometimes
different.
you need to see, or sometimes people are theory, and then it just depends on the individual, right? And it's great that the coaches, of course, are just being patient.
Yeah, absolutely, and they're learning their craft as well.
Cool.
It's great to see, because we need good quality coaches, and our emphasis is really on relationships, and it's great to see those happening with the kids in there, between the coaches and the players. It's awesome.
Absolutely. Now I have a quick random question that just popped into my head. If we're thinking of maybe would like to be a ref, do we need to be physically fit to do these sort of things?
It pays to. 3v3 half court, you can sort of take some
Couple of
shortcuts.
steps, yep.
Yeah, but just a low level of fitness, just so that you don't break down like I would, or if I had to put in a bit of a burst.
Yeah.
But it's suitable for a majority of people.
Lovely. And
Yeah.
you can provide all the training and everything that's
Yep.
needed for that. I'm just thinking if there's someone out there who maybe used to be involved in basketball with their kids
Yes.
and maybe they've got some free time.
Absolutely, and sideline referees are welcome as well.
Yeah.
We've got a course on the 27th of August, level 1 referee course, and that's for all our potential Friday night and Thursday night referees to
brilliant.
attend.
Yeah.
That's at 4:45 down at Main Power.
Lovely.
For a couple of hours, and it just gives you that basic understanding. Like I said, parents are welcome to come along and learn the rules inside out, and those people who referee from the stands, they can more than welcome as well.
I like that. Just very quickly, because we've got a pretty big topic I'd like to cover before we finish up. Regional team under 14 preparing for Invercargill.
Yeah, we've got 3 teams this year. The trip and the resources required to get down to Invercargill are quite a bit. So we don't have as big a representation as when it was in Ashburton. We have 2 boys and 1 girls teams, and they've started their preparation for the tournament that runs end of September, first week of October.
Gotcha.
And so, and that's under 14 regional tournament. We've put in to try and have some of these tournaments back here. I'm pleased to say that we've got the mainland qualifiers coming to Rangiora next April, and that's the week after SIPT. So we've got a 4-day tournament that'll be pulling teams from Nelson, Marlborough, Buller, Canterbury, Mid Canterbury, South Canterbury.
So SIPT is usually, is it September-ish? I'm just
No,
trying to think.
SIPT is in those April holidays.
Oh, okay, yes.
So we're cramming it all together, of course.
Yeah, as you
So
do.
it'll be a busy one like it was this year. But we're, not only we were quite flattered that it was so unanimous that people wanted us to have the tournament, because we run a great tournament
You do.
as a club.
Yeah.
And the facility we have at Main Power and the
So
people
lucky.
at NC Sport, it just makes it so easy.
Absolutely.
So we're really happy to get that, and we've put in for a couple of other tournaments later next year as well, just to keep ourselves busy. But it's good to have them local.
Absolutely. Now, lastly, before we finish up, we need to talk about, you're just telling me this off here, and we do need to talk about it, and it might just take a little couple of minutes, folks, so hang in there. I'm talking to Matt Lint from North Canterbury Basketball GM. So Class 4 online casino bill. Can you tell us about how this is going to impact sports and services nationwide?
Yeah. So the main issue with, we fully support regulating the online gambling. Unlike the wonderful organisations like AGT and Air Rescue and those other Class 4, there's the Bobby Foundation. They're compelled to put a certain percentage of their earnings back into the community.
Yep.
Our problem is that the online gambling bill does not make a provision for this. So we're trying to galvanise the whole community, because anyone who's receiving that community funding will be impacted, because the trends overseas and everywhere else are that online gambling is taking over that regular gaming machine gambling. And if nothing is coming back into the community, then the amount that's being spent on the ground is lowering, and we are going to be very negatively affected.
So as you're saying, we're exactly the same.
Yeah.
We make sure that we're also the same. We support the regulation, that money that goes back into gambling, which can be addictive, obviously. But as you're saying, with the provision, basically potentially not going to be there.
Not going. We just want it the same as what it is with Aotea Gaming and all those other organisations.
So
because then, where does the money go?
Exactly.
Where is this money going?
Going offshore.
Yeah. Well,
And then the impacts are potentially huge. So
Yes.
the thing is, it's you're calling on all codes, right?
all codes, all community organisations.
Yeah, including Compass FM. We also
100%.
receive funding from Aotearoa Gaming Trust, which come under this provision,
Yes.
Class 4, and so it affects us, it affects you
Yeah.
guys, it affects WIMAC, everyone who provides
Yeah.
services, who
Yeah.
applies for funding. Folks, we need you to get behind this.
100%. It's almost coming under the radar. Time is against us somewhat. We'll be posting this submission up on our website as well as our socials, and there's a ready-made submission plan there which you can just click on, fill it out. It's just name and address and a few words there. We just really need to create that pressure from the community and to be heard, because the alternatives are really not good. It's quite sobering. While it might not impact in the first 6 months, 2-3 years' time, without a doubt.
The prices that you have to charge for subs are going to go up, and for us it'll be probably advertising increases.
Yes.
But also you could potentially lose this, folks. Not some of these services, but the impacts on the community are huge because. If some of these services fall by the way because they can't get the funding, and then it impacts the whole community, social, physically, emotionally, mentally. This is huge. So please make sure you make a submission. We will also share that submission on our Facebook page as well too.
Absolutely.
Thanks for bringing that to our attention, Matt.
And thanks for giving the opportunity, but we really need people to get a bit fired up about this.
Yeah. All right,
if you have those contacts, please go for them.
Canterbury, North Canterbury, we need to get behind this. Thank you so much for your time. A pleasure as always. Matt Lint from North Canterbury Basketball GM. We'll catch you back another time.
Thanks, Steph.
You're welcome.